think there is a difference in safety. I think skateboards are safer for pedestrians than bikes.
Despite the university's ban, students skate around campus.
The worst timing for us in the bridal industry.
Chinese New Year and COVID-19 shipping problems make finding the perfect wedding dress in time even more challenging.
You must have winter depression. I'm like, that's a thing? Like, what do you mean?
It's winter and those with seasonal depression struggle due to a lack of resources. Welcome to UniverseLive. I'm Allie O'Rulian.
And I'm Catherine Bennett. It's Thursday, December 2nd. Seasonal depression, winter blues, or seasonal affective disorder, whatever you call it, it is a challenge that affects nearly 20% of Americans.
Joseph Andreasen is in Provo with the story. Joseph?
It's sunny now, but dark times are ahead for people who struggle with seasonal affective disorder. And one of the biggest challenges they face is simply not knowing whether or not they're affected by it.
Not sleeping well in the winter, which makes me really grumpy and angry and annoyed September to the end of March every year.
This is Holly Holt, a mother of three who discovered the source of her mental health challenges because of a neighbor's suggestion.
You must have winter depression. I'm like, that's a thing? Like, what do you mean?
She discovered a form of depression known as seasonal affective disorder.
A circadian rhythm problem that happens because of this lack of sunlight.
The lack of sunlight is, of course, caused by a change in the weather. So Holly, like others, turns to a different source to brighten her dreary winter days.
This is my very favorite thing. See?
Her special blue light provides the ultraviolet support she so dearly misses when the sun stops coming out.
I sit by this for 30 minutes every evening from 6:30 to 7. The other thing that works best is exercise. Getting a lot of exercise, I seem to sleep a little better, and then I feel better during the day.
Yet no matter how many different resources Holly tries to use, she says that until medical professionals begin to address the issue more profoundly, each winter will still bring its struggles.
I can cope really, really, really well, except January, February still are really super hard. I always gain weight those months. I don't sleep very well those months.
And so she's forced to simply push through each frigid day, using her little blue light to make it to the light at the end of the wintry tunnel.
I always tell myself, March 15th, you can stick it out till March 15th, you know?
Appropriately given the acronym SAD, seasonal affective disorder is, well, extremely challenging because people simply don't talk about it.
Thanks, Joseph.
Experiencing pandemic anxiety, BYU's Counseling and Psychological Services, better known as CAPS, is offering a series of stress management workshops for students. CAPS is hoping to provide tips and training on how to effectively manage the stress of college in the midst of a pandemic. Topics include what stress does to our bodies, maintaining social connection during social distancing, and being resilient. The workshop series includes 4 online sessions and will repeat 3 times during the winter 2021 semester. You can find the Zoom links at caps.byu.edu.
After no loss November, the undefeated BYU Cougars choke in overtime to their next-door rivals, the Utah Valley Wolverines.
Lucas dribbling into trouble, swoops in, drops in the one-hander. Ties the game at 57.
The number 12 ranked Cougars lost 72-65 last night. Alex Barcelo led the Cougars with 17 points, 11 rebounds, and 2 assists. And Spencer Johnson forced overtime by scoring a layup with just 1.7 seconds left in the game. But the Cougars couldn't shake the Wolverines and lost their winning record. BYU basketball will try to recover on Saturday as they take on Missouri State. According to BYU Police Lieutenant Jeff Long, all transportation except for bikes have been banned on campus for at least 30 years. Some students think that it's time for a change. UniverseLive reporter Carly Wasserline is in Provo to find out why students think the policy needs updating. Carly?
At Brigham Young University, a lot of students will use electric skateboards as their transportation, but they're banned for riding on campus.
Lots of students hate driving to campus because of the difficulty finding parking. So students who live close enough to campus will find other methods. Students will often walk, bike, or take the bus. Students can use any method of transportation to get to campus, but once on campus, the only wheels on the ground belong to the bikes. Issues with other modes of transportation have become more prevalent this year.
I've seen more skateboards than any year previously.
The policy is in place to protect the students. Accidents like the one in April where a student ended up in the ICU justify the policy. But some students take issue with the policy, saying that what's best for students is to take another look at it.
Oh, I definitely think they should change. We need to get with the times.
Nathan rides his skateboard to campus every day, and he thinks that the technological advancements of electric skateboards make them an attractive option for students, meriting a second look at the ban. As for the safety concerns,
I think there is a difference in safety. I think skateboards are safer for pedestrians than bikes.
Nathan pointed out the quick brakes on his electric skateboard, the smaller size, and the ease of jumping off to avoid crashes. BYU police didn't create the policy, but their job is to enforce it. Their main concern is the health and safety of the students, and they're open to a policy change.
Oh yeah, this is probably our #1 concern. We're just keeping it safe. So those are the type of things that we're faced with as cops here on campus.
The solution to the problem is unclear, but for students like Nathan, they'll keep riding their skateboards. Reporting for UniverseLive in Provo, I'm Carly Wasserley.
Thanks, Carly.
Intermountain Healthcare is pausing their requirement for caregivers to get vaccinated. Though Intermountain says 95% of their caregivers already got vaccinated, the healthcare system is temporarily halting their mandate for the remainder of providers, who otherwise would have faced suspension as of December 5th. They cite pending litigation, including a Utah case, after a federal judge blocked the Biden administration's attempt to mandate vaccines for healthcare workers. Intermountain still encourages unvaccinated caregivers to get the shot.
Salt Lake City ranks 3rd in the nation, but not for a good thing. It's made SafeWise's list for metro cities with the worst rates of porch piracy. The capital city climbed up 1 place from its 2020 ranking. Nationwide, nearly 210 million shipments disappeared from porches in the last year alone. If your mailed gifts go missing this Christmas season, SafeWise recommends filing a police report, contacting the sender and carrier, and installing a doorbell camera.
After delays due to the pandemic, 2022 is set to be a big year for weddings. Because of supply chain issues, however, wedding dresses can be hard to come by. Lindsay Bakes is at Pre-Shea Bridal to see just how they're dealing with the shortage. Lindsay?
If you're a future bride looking for the perfect wedding dress, you might want to start looking sooner than you think. Pre-Shea Bridal is struggling to keep up with inventory as Chinese New Year approaches. Chinese designers work with them to supply all of their dresses, except in January when celebrations for the New Year begin.
It's Chinese New Year. So all of the industry in China shuts down for like 6 weeks, not just wedding dresses. It's the worst timing for us in the bridal industry because typically January, February are our busiest months.
Lasting effects of the COVID-19 pandemic and a national shipping crisis only further prolong the issue.
The struggle we're having this year in 2021 is that we have a national shipping crisis. So if I have a bride that comes in today, she can't get a gown ordered and 2 pre-shea for 5 months. So April of 2022 is the soonest her dress can get here.
There's Chinese New Year, COVID's kind of pushed back ship dates, and just all the shipping crisis in the United States right now. That's kind of made it crazy for us.
We've really seen shipping times just get so much worse because there's just not enough manpower in the United States especially.
Finding a wedding dress in Utah makes it even harder as Utah engagements tend to be much shorter than other states, leaving little time to say yes to the dress.
Standard shipping for a bridal gown is about 16 weeks. However, on Utah time, our engagement time is a lot shorter. Brides need their dresses within 1 to 2 months. So most of our dresses do need to be rushed.
Need our dresses really quickly, especially here in Utah County. A lot of our engagements are short time frames. They're maybe 6-8 weeks.
One of the first questions we always ask a bride when she comes in is, when's your wedding? Because we want to know if we need to purchase a dress out of the collection that we have, since if we don't have time to order.
Despite these problems, Pre-Shea continues to make brides and their happiness their top priority.
When we run into shipping issues or delays in factories, that can get a little crazy, but we always want to make it work. We want to make our brides happy. So as long as you come in at the right time, we can get you a dress in time for your big day.
So brides-to-be, make sure to schedule your bridal salon appointments sooner rather than later so you have plenty of time to find the perfect dress. Reporting for UniverseLive in Provo, I'm Lindsay Bakes.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Utah comes in 2nd place in the state for Christmas spirit. The online blog Musement ranked the states on a scale of 100 for their love for Christmas traditions such as watching Christmas movies, visiting Santa Claus, and hanging mistletoe. California came in first place with a final score of 100. Utah ranked second with a score just shy of perfect at 97. New Jersey took 9th place with a score of 70, and Connecticut fell into 10th place with a score of 66.
BYU releases 2021 holiday event guide with options for all ages, and many of the experiences are free. From exhibits to Christmas concerts to a holiday TV special, there's plenty of festive activities happening on campus. Catch any of the dance, choir, and Philharmonic concerts beginning this weekend. And you'll have 4 chances to see Pentatonics on BYU TV's Christmas Under the Stars, starting this Sunday. To check out the full schedule of events, go to news.byu.edu.
The First Presidency of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints hosts their annual Christmas devotional. The devotional will be broadcast on Sunday, December 5th at 6 p.m. The program includes messages from church leaders, and the music will be performed by the Tabernacle Choir and Orchestra at Temple Square. You can view the program on BYU TV or online at churchofjesuschrist.org. A lack of space for food storage plagues many BYU students.
We have a little supply, but it's probably only a month or 2.
What they wish the university would do to help.
So it's really fun to watch them have this opportunity to take the spotlight.
The BYU Adaptive Choir is preparing for their end of semester concert. We'll tell you what favorites are on the set list.
Oh, sweetie. Okay, you know what? Let's take off his sweatshirt. Get rid of pictures of him. You don't have to look at him. Goodbye, Dave.
Mom, you don't understand. He's tagged in like 400 of my posts.
I can cut out tags.
No, that's not how it works.
What is a tag?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care would love to share their first with you.
Get in. Want to be boys?
I need to get rid of some hair.
Oh, man. What do you think?
Shorter, please. Shorter.
I will stand by you. I will help you through. When you've done all you can do, you can
being there. Pass it on.
I will dry your eyes.
Since the 1960s, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has encouraged its members to build a 1-year supply of food storage. 2020 and 2021 proves the necessity of having a food storage, yet BYU students don't have the space and the university doesn't have the supplies. UniverseLive reporter Samantha Burrell shows us what students are worried about. Samantha?
It's obvious. Not much food storage can fit in this student apartment. Space is so tight, some food must be stored on the floor. Many BYU students say their food storage is...
It's kind of non-existent. So there's 6 girls in my apartment, and so it is kind of difficult to find space even just for like a week's worth of food.
We have a little supply, but it's probably only a month or 2.
But BYU students felt safe despite the limited storage because they were told the university had food storage for them in cases of crisis.
I called BYU's Risk Management, the department responsible for providing the promised food storage, and was told that emergency manager Tammy Harding had said, "We've made promises to the students in the past and haven't been able to deliver, so now we can't talk to the media about it." I called Harding to confirm this quote, and she refused to comment, instead insisting that I submit all questions through a lengthy email process, which I did, and she still hasn't responded.
I love BYU, but honestly, it doesn't surprise me.
I would hope that they would keep their word, and hope that they would find solutions rather than simply avoiding the problem.
They don't follow through, and as much as Christ would help us, they're really not. So I feel like they've kind of disappointed me in the past.
Students agree that BYU and all of its departments need to operate by church standards. And while that might not mean providing food storage to the 30,000 undergraduates here, it does mean being honest about the promises they can't keep. Reporting for UniverseLive at BYU, I'm Samantha Burrell.
BYU YSERV's Adaptive Show Choir is hosting a concert this Saturday to showcase the hard work of all its volunteers and team members. UniverseLive reporter Brittany Sam joined the choir's last practice before the show to give us a sneak peek.
BYU Adaptive Show Choir is a service-based program that started in winter of 2018 where volunteers are paired one-on-one with individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities to learn music and choreography together in preparation for a concert at the end of the semester.
These individuals don't get a lot of inclusion, so it's really fun to watch them have this opportunity to take the spotlight.
They spend 90 minutes every Tuesday evening rehearsing and creating relationships with the choir members and each other. Volunteers come from various programs and majors at BYU, and the choir members are from various schools and programs throughout the community.
Just the people that we work with are so special, and I just love seeing them shine. And I feel like that's one of the highlights of Adaptive Show Choir.
The choir stopped all their shows when COVID-19 hit in 2020 and weren't able to get together in person for practices until this summer.
We finally came to the conclusion that it was about time to start it back up.
YServe Adaptive Show Choir 2021 Winter Concert will include songs from High School Musical 2, The Jungle Book, Moana, Christmas songs, and additional performances from choir members.
So the concert's actually free. So we are just trying to get as many people as possible to come so that we can get the choir members to shine.
Their concert is this Saturday, December 4th at 11 a.m. in the upstairs of the Heritage Hall's central building.
This is an opportunity where we can all just come and not worry about what we look like or how we talk. And it's just a chance to get to know people.
The program is ongoing and open to anyone from the community at no charge. All of the members and volunteers invite all who wish to come and watch them perform at their concert this Saturday or sign up to volunteer with them next semester. Reporting for UniverseLive in Provo, I'm Brittany Sam.
If you feel like your heart is 2 sizes too small going into this Christmas season, you may want to consider booking a stay at the Grinch's Cave. The fully functional cave home includes bedrooms, bathrooms, a study, and a music room. In addition to dreaming up ways to steal Christmas, you can play the Grinch's organ, read his books, and drink from his coffee maker. Bookings are available from December 13th through the 23rd for only $19.57 per night. It really is a steal. Thanks for joining us today. Have a great day.